Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Joe. I'm a blockchain developer and smart contract security researcher. And on this channel, we talk about everything AI and blockchain focused. But today, as mentioned, we are going to look at how you as a crypto investor can start to understand a little bit more about the code behind your investments. So if that sounds good, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and let's jump into the video. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that we've got into the crypto space, or we've been in the space for a little while now. We're familiar with the token USDT, for example, which is Tether, and we've used Tether multiple times, say on Coinbase or Binance or whatever it might be, to trade and purchase other tokens or whatever it might be. But we don't know anything about it. So if you head over to Etherscan, which is the main block explorer for Ethereum, here is the USDT contract. So it's inside this box here, and yeah, if you scroll down with inside of it, you'll basically see everything's all segregated, all of the contracts and the functions. And what we're interested in doing is, of course, grabbing the contract. So if we head over to this little tab here, it says copy source code to clipboard. We'll do that, copy that, and then we want to go over to Visual Studio Code. Now, you need to get this installed, so I'd recommend you popping over to the Visual Studio Code website and downloading it. If you're on Windows, using Ubuntu, on Mac, there are instructions on how you can get it downloaded. It's really simple. So once you've done that, your screen should pop up like this. This is your local IDE, Visual Studio Code, which is great. And what you want to do is click the three dots, terminal, new terminal. Once you've done that, then something like this should pop up. Great, so we've got the USDT address copied. Let's go to File and click New Text File. We'll do copy and paste. Lovely. So we've got all these red squiggly lines over here, and everything's all underlined with like red squiggly lines, which basically means are warnings, or not even warnings actually. This is just not going to be functional. Basically what's happened is, by default, VS Code has, when you've basically opened a new text file and copied this Solidity file, it's opened it up in JavaScript, which is not what we want, of course, because this was written in Solidity. So how do we do that? How do we sort that out? Get rid of this. Don't save. Brilliant. What we need to do is install a smart contract development framework, and I'm going to opt in for Foundry because Foundry is the most popular one to use. Come over to the this particular website up here, so it's the Foundry website. All of the installation instructions are there. You'll need to install Rust as well, the language that has built Foundry. So once you've got that successfully installed, it's very easy to do. You can follow the creating a new project instructions, but for the sake of the tutorial, we're not going to go ahead and do that because this is just going to set up a templated environment for you. Brilliant. So let's assume Foundry is installed. Yeah, that's the one. So Foundry is installed. Forgive me for entering the wrong commands, but yeah, Forge version. So we've got Foundry installed, which is great. What we want to do is initialize a new environment to help us bring in the USDT contract address and have it in a very readable format. So we do Forge init. Oh, we've got some more problems. I'm just making major assumptions here, guys. What we actually need to do is create a folder, sorry. So mkdir, I'm gonna call it USDT. Brilliant. Let's do a list everything within inside my project folder, and have we got it? It's here, guys, over here. Brilliant. So we'll do cd, which means change into or change directory, USDT. Brilliant. Code dot, which will open up a brand new window for me to play with. Now we're in the directory, everything's set up. Foundry's the local Foundry environment has been initialized. If we head over to the source folder, this is where we're going to store our smart contracts. There's already one in here, so we can delete it because it's just a standard one that happens to be installed when you initialize Foundry. So we'll delete that. Yeah. And if you click back onto source and select new file, we'll call it USDT, and then don't forget to put the .sol on the end, which is short for Solidity. Lovely. And we should be able to copy and paste the USDT contract. So if you've still got that copied, if not, go and grab it. But I have, and there you go. If you've noticed, all the red squiggly nonsense has disappeared. And that's because we're in a Solidity file, which is great. So what you can do, guys, from here is copy and paste everything, and we're going to use good old ChatGPT. So we paste the contract in ChatGPT and hit Shift Enter so we can come a few spaces down and just ask it to give us a overview of what this contract is doing. Hit Enter, and let's just wait for that to produce. Lovely. So as you can see, ChatGPT has started to give us an overview of what this USDT contract is doing. And this is a really good method sometimes if you just want something basic to give you a head start, which is great. And what you can do is, whilst that's producing, go back over to Visual Studio. And as I mentioned previously, there's different segregated sections within this USDT file, and in most cases they are contracts. And what you can do is just copy and paste them, copy and paste snippets of it, ask ChatGPT to tell you what it's doing. For example, you could ask it to leave comments above the function. So like this is transferring tokens from an address to another place, something basic like that. Or you can leave comments at the side of individual lines of code within the function. If you're wondering why that's popped up there, it's because I'm using GitHub Copilot, which is another really cool mechanism to use, but won't go into that today. Great. So now ChatGPT has finished generating. So this is great. You can now have a basic understanding of what USDT is doing just by following that methodology. Make sure you go through every step as outlined. I'm going to put links to Visual Studio, Foundry and Etherscan in the description for you guys. But if you can follow along with that, you've got a good head start. I'll post another video another time just detailing some more tips and tricks you can use to help you understand reading smart contracts and the investments that you've invested in, basically. So if you like that video, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments if you get stuck or if you have any further questions. I'll do my best to try and answer them. But for now, go ahead and just follow those instructions, and I'll see you in the next video.